Welcome, friend. I'm so glad you're here. Take a deep breath with me. Let the air in slowly and let it go. Whatever kind of day you've had, whatever weight you've been carrying, just know you don't have to carry it alone. You're in a safe space. You can be honest here. You can let down your guard. Today, we'll be going to reflect on Psalm 44, a psalm that doesn't tie everything up in a neat bow. It's raw, it's real. It sits with the pain, the confusion, the longing to understand why life can feel so hard, even when you're doing everything right. This isn't a psalm that offers easy answers, but it does offer something deeply human, a place to bring our ache, space to say, God, I don't get it, but I'm still talking to you. Let's walk through it together, slowly and honestly. Oh God, we have heard with our ears, our fathers have told us what deeds you performed in their days, in the days of old. It begins with memory, with stories passed down, of a God who moved, who acted, who rescued, as a deep trust here. We've heard that you are a God who shows up. It's like remembering the stories your grandparents told, the miracles, the moments of divine help. They give you hope, they rout you. You, with your own hand, drove out the nations, but them you planted. You afflicted the peoples, but then you set free. God wasn't just watching history unfold, He shaped it. The psalmist says, we saw you make space for us. We saw you clear away what stood in the way of our freedom. There's a deep, almost aching reverence here, a longing to believe He still moves like that now. For not by their own sword did they win the land, nor did their own arm save them, but your right hand and your arm, the light of your face, for you delighted in them. This verse is so tender. It says, they didn't win because they were strong, close. They were saved because you delighted in them. Let that sit with you for a moment. God's help didn't come because they earned. It came because of love, because He looked on them with light in His eyes. You don't have to be the strongest to be seen. You don't have to have it all together to be helped. Sometimes it's the light of His face that makes all the difference. You are my King, O God. Ordain salvation for Jacob. Through you we push down our foes. Through your name we tread down those who rise up against us. This is a declaration of trust, not in ourselves, but in God's name, in His character. Through you, the psalmist says, not by force, not by cleverness, but by faith. It's like saying, I believe you can still move in power. I still call you King, for not in my bow do I trust, nor can my sword save me. But you have saved us from our foes, and have put to shame those who hate us. Here's the honesty again. I know it's not my strength. I know it's not my tools. It's hard to let go of the illusion of control, isn't it? But freedom begins when we admit we need help bigger than ourselves. And still, the psalmist remembers, you have saved us before. You've done it, and I believe you can do it again. In God, we have boasted continually, and we will give thanks to your name forever. Even in uncertainty, praise still rises. Not because life is perfect, but because God is still worthy. Gratitude, here, becomes a rhythm, a heartbeat of trust, even when the road is unclear. But then something shifts. But you have rejected us and disgraced us, and have not gone out with our armies. This part of the psalm is hard but deeply human. The writer is saying, it doesn't feel like you're with us anymore. We're trying, but you feel distant. Maybe you felt that way too, like you're showing up, doing your best, praying, but it seems quiet on the other end. You have made us turn back from the foe, and those who hate us have gotten spoiled. It's the ache of loss, of trying and failing, of watching others win while you stumble. The psalmist doesn't sugarcoat it, he just lays it out. This isn't spiritual performance, it's spiritual honesty. You have made us like sheep for slaughter and have scattered us among the nations. This is what deep hurt can sound like. It's not polite or polished, it's raw. It says, God, I feel exposed, defenseless, forgotten, and yet, even in this language, the psalmist is still speaking to God, not turning away. You have sold your people for a trifle, demanding no high price for them. The feeling here is of being discarded, of being invisible. These are words spoken from a valley, a soul in confusion. Why, God, do we matter to you? You have made us the taunt of our neighbors, the derision and scorn of those around us. This is the pain of humiliation, of being misunderstood. And again, the psalmist doesn't pretend, hide, and I don't understand why you're silent. All day long, my disgrace is before me, and shame has covered my face at the sound of the taunter and reviler, at the sight of the enemy and the avenger. Shame is a heavy cloak. It clings, and this verse names it. I feel it, God. I can't escape it. How beautiful that scripture makes space for even this, for the honest naming of shame, without fear of rejection. All this has come upon us, though we have not forgotten you, and we have not been false to your covenant. This is where it hits deepest. The psalmist says, we've stayed faithful. We haven't walked away, and still, it hurts. Sometimes, the hardest pain is the kind that comes despite our faith, when obedience doesn't seem to bring blessing. Our heart has not turned back, nor have our steps departed from your way. Yet, you have broken us in the place of jackals and covered us with the shadow of death. Still faithful, still broken. That paradox lives in the center of this psalm, and maybe in the center of your life too. If we had forgotten the name of our God, or spread out our hands to a foreign God, would not God discover this? Or he knows the secrets of the heart. Here's a plea. God, you know us. You know we haven't turned from you. You see the truth, even the hidden things. So why this silence? Why this suffering? Yet, for your sake, we are killed all the day long. We are regarded as sheep to be slaughtered. This is the low point. It's the confession that sometimes suffering doesn't make sense. That being faithful doesn't exempt you from pain. In fact, sometimes it increases it. But then, out of that darkness, the psalmist turns again. Awake, why are you sleeping, O Lord? Rouse yourself. Do not reject us forever. It's not a demand, it's a desperate cry. God, please wake up. Please see me. Please move again. There is still hope here, even in the cry, because the psalmist still believes that God can wake, that he will respond. Why do you hide your face? Why do you forget our affliction and oppression? These aren't rhetorical questions. They're the honest prayers of someone who still believes God is listening. When we ask why, we're still in conversation. And that matters, for our soul is bowed down to the dust. Our belly clings to the ground. This is the lowest point, a place of total vulnerability, flat on the ground, no strength left. But even here, the prayer continues. Rise up, come to our help, redeem us for the sake of your steadfast love. And this is the turning point. It ends not in resolution, but in hope. It's not in control, but in trust. Not because everything makes sense, but because God's love is steadfast. And that's reason enough to keep praying. So maybe today you feel a little like the psalmist, confused, tired, trying to hold on when nothing makes sense. Let this psalm give you permission to speak honestly with God, to name the hurt, to ask why, and to still say, I trust you. He hears you. He hasn't forgotten you. Even when he feels silent, he is near. Thank you for being here with me today. If this reflection brought you a moment of peace or clarity, I'd love for you to gently tap the like button or share it with someone who might need comfort. And if you'd like more space for calm, for reflection, and for honest faith, feel free to subscribe. You're always welcome here. Until next time, be gentle with yourself. Keep showing up, K. And remember, you are seen, loved, and never alone. Peace be with you.